Hello students, today we learn about the conservation's law. Okay, in last class we already learned about the two conservations law, that is the conservation of linear momentum and conservation of angular momentum. Okay, see, in conservation of linear momentum, invariance under the translations in space leads to the conservation of linear momentum, and this one is very significant law in Newtonian mechanics and even in the nuclear processes also. Okay, then second law is the conservation of angular momentum. Okay, invariance under the rotation in space leads to the conservation of angular momentum, and there are two types. First one is the orbital angular momentum and second one is the spin angular momentum. See, in orbital angular momentum it is due to the rotation about an external axis, and the spin angular momentum it is due to the rotation about an axis passing through the center of mass of the particle. Okay, it is also known as the intrinsic speed. Then third law is the conservation of energy. Okay, see, the invariants under the translations in time lead to the conservation of energy. The invariants under the translations in time lead to the conservation of energy. In mechanics, the total energy of a particle is the sum of the kinetic energy and the potential energy. Okay, see, in mechanics the total energy is equals to the total energy of the particle is the sum of the kinetic energy and the potential energies. But according to the Einstein's mass energy relation, what is the Einstein mass energy relation? E is equal to mc square. This one is the Einstein mass energy relation. According to this, the mass of the particle is also a form of energy. Okay, so conservation of energy in nuclear processes, in the conservation of mass energy. See, so the conservation of energy in nuclear processes, in the conservation of mass energy. According to that, the K naught is equal to pi plus pi minus plus pi naught plus pi naught. Okay, is not allowed. See, K naught is equal to, K naught means the kaons. Okay, kaons is equal to pions plus pions minus plus pions neutral plus pions neutral, that is pi naught plus pi naught is not allowed, since the rest mass energy of kaons, that is the K naught, is less than the sum of the rest mass of the energy of the product. See, the rest mass energy of the kaons is rest mass of the energy of the neutral kaons, that is the K naught, is less than the sum of the rest particle of the energy of products. However, the reaction cannot, see, the reaction pions plus pions minus plus pions raised to naught is allowed. This reaction of decay is allowed. This is regarding the conservation of energy. Okay, then next one is the conservation of charge. The invariance under the Gauss transformation leads to the charge conservation. See, invariance under the Gauss transformation leads to the charge conservation, that is, the total electric charge of the reactants is equal to the total charge of the product. The total electric charge of the reactants is equal to the total charge of the products. The elementary particles have the charges of 1, 0 or -1 electronic unit of charge. The elementary particles have charges of 1, 0 or -1 electronic unit of charge. The particles with multiple charges are not found. The quarks are assigned with fractional charges of plus or minus 1 by 3 unit. See, the quarks are assigned with the fractional charges plus or minus 1 by 3 unit. It may be also noted that the free quarks are not detected. The free quarks are not detected. This one is regarding the conservation of charge. The invariance under the Gauss transformation leads to the charge conservation, that is the total electric charge of the reactants is equal to the total charge of the products. Okay. Then the next law is the conservation of lepton number. The conservation of lepton number, it is denoted by a letter L. Conservation of lepton number from the study of allowed interaction, this conservation law is built up. Accordingly, all the leptons, that is electron neutrino, muon neutrino, tau neutrino and the electron, muon and towns are assigned with lepton numbers L is equal to +1, and all the antileptons, that is the electron plus, muon plus, tau plus, then the antiparticle of electron neutrino are assigned with the L is equal to -1. See, the leptons have the lepton number is +1 and the antileptons have the value of L, that is the lepton number is -1. Okay, the leptons have lepton number +1 and antileptons have the -1. All other elementary particles are assigned with L is equal to 0. See, the leptons have +1 lepton number, antileptons have -1 lepton number, and all other elementary particles have the 0 lepton number. The total lepton number before and after the reaction or decay is same, that is the lepton number is conserved. See, the lepton number before and after the reaction or decay is same, that is the lepton number is conserved. For example, see, gamma tends to E plus E minus, that is the electron and their antiparticle is pair creation reaction. It is a pair creation reaction. See, gamma gives the electron and their antiparticles E plus and their lepton number is 0 for the gamma particle, and for the antileptons we have -1 plus, for the leptons we have +1. Hence +1 -1 get cancelled and we have the lepton number is 0, 0, that is L is conserved or reaction is allowed. Understood? This one is the example of the conservation of lepton number. Okay. Then the next one is the another two examples are there, you have to learn it. Okay, muons plus gives the electron plus electron neutrino plus the antiparticle of muon. Okay, it gives the muon plus have -1 electron number, and the electron plus, it is the anti-electron having -1 electron number. Then +1 electron number for the electron neutrino, and for the muon, the antiparticle of muon neutrino is the anti-electron and it has the -1 electron number. Okay, then this -1 and +1 get cancelled, and this -1 remains there, and this is the -1. Okay, hence it is the conserved and hence decay is possible. Okay, see, there is another example of the electron number, conservation of electron number. See, the neutron gives the proton plus electron. Okay, then the neutron having electron number 0 because it is not a lepton or anti-lepton. Then proton also have 0 electron number. Okay, and the electron has +1 electron number. Okay, L is here, see, L is not conserved because there is a 0 for neutron, 0 for proton, and for electron there is a +1 electron number. L is not conserved and this decay is not possible or not allowed. Okay, then next law is the conservation of baryon number. First we see the conservation of lepton number, then second one is the conservation of baryon number. Okay, it is denoted by a letter B, the baryon number. Denoted by a letter B. See, the algebraic sum of baryon numbers before and after the nuclear reaction remains unchanged. That is, the algebraic sum of the baryon numbers before and after the reaction remains unchanged. For all the baryon numbers have been assigned a baryon number B is equal to +1. See, for all the baryons, that is the protons, neutrons, lambda 0, sigma plus, sigma 0 or sigma minus. Okay, for the omega, all the baryon numbers assigned a +1 baryon number. Hence, all the antibaryons have -1 baryon number. See, all the baryon numbers have +1 baryon number and all the antibaryons have the -1 baryon number. All leptons, mesons and bosons have the baryon number is 0. All leptons, mesons and bosons, that is the photons, have baryon number 0. Okay, you have to note down it properly. Then baryon number was introduced to forbid the decay of proton into positron. Okay, see, the positron P plus gives the E plus pi naught. Okay, that is, the baryon number is for P plus we have +1. Okay, and for E plus is 0 because it is lepton, antilepton, plus pi naught is also a leptons and it has a 0 baryon number. Okay, hence the baryon number is remains unchanged after the reaction, and baryon number is not conserved and this decay is not possible. Okay, when an energetic protons collide with another proton, see what happens here. The protons collide with another proton, that is P plus P plus. It gives the proton plus proton plus proton plus the antiparticle P bar minus. Okay, then the baryon number is for P plus 1. Okay, 1, it gives 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus, for their antibaryons have minus 1. Okay, and Q is equal, and the and the charge Q is, see here, plus 1 minus 1 get cancel and we have 1 plus 1 here, 1 plus 1, that is the baryon numbers remains unchanged before and after the reactions. Okay, and the charge Q is 1 plus 1, it gives 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus, for antibaryon there is a minus 1 charge. Okay, hence the charge is also conserved. In the above reactions, okay, it is allowed, this reaction is allowed because the charge and the baryon numbers are conserved, thus the antiproton was discovered. Okay, this one is the example of the baryon number, conservation of baryon numbers. Okay, we learn two examples. In first reaction there is a conservation law is not allowed, and in second reaction we have the conserve, the charge and the baryon number is conserved. Okay, then the next one is there are another examples for lambda 0. Lambda 0 gives the proton plus pions minus, that is the baryon number is for lambda 0 1 plus 1, and for P plus it is 1, and pions it is a leptons having a 0 baryon numbers, hence the B is conserved, and the charge Q for lambda 0 it is 0 charge. Okay, see, this one denotes the charge, this one is the 0 charge, that is the neutral, this one is the plus charge, this one is the minus charge. Okay, 0 tends to plus charge means plus 1. Okay, plus pions have negative charge, that is minus 1, this plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. Okay, hence both B and Q, that is the baryon number and charge, are conserved and the decay is allowed. Okay, then next part is the parity or invariance of space inversion. Okay, see what is the parity or invariance of space inversion. The mirror image or the reflection of every point in space through origin of coordinate system is the parity of the system if the state function of the system is given by the Schrodinger's wave function, that is psi is the function of x, y, z, then its space inversion is obtained as the psi is the function of minus x, minus y, and minus z. If we define p bar as the parity operator, then the p bar psi of x, y, z is equal to psi of minus x, minus y, minus z. Okay, see, the mirror image or the reflection of every point in space through the origin of coordinate system is the parity of the system. The mirror image or the reflection of every point in space through the origin of coordinate system is the parity of system. If the state function of the system is given by the Schrodinger's wave equation psi of x, y, z, then its space inversion is given as the psi of minus x, minus y, minus z. Okay, this one is the mirror image. Okay, if we define the p bar as a parity operator, then we have p bar of psi of x, y, z is equal to psi of minus x, minus y, minus z. Okay, then see the further equation. See, p bar square of psi of x, y, z is equal to the parity operator p bar psi of minus x, minus y, minus z. Okay, that is equal to psi of x, y, z. Okay, this one is the equation number 1. Now if we define p as an eigenvalue of operator p bar, that is the parity operator p bar, then we have see the operator p bar psi of x, y, z is equal to p psi of x, y, z. See, this one is the parity operator and this one p denotes the eigenvalue. Okay, p is the eigenvalue and p bar is the parity operator. Note down it properly. Then we have p square psi of x, y, z is equal to the p bar, okay, p of psi of x, y, z, okay, that is equal to the eigenvalue p into p bar psi of x, y, z. Okay, hence we get p dot p psi of x, y, z. Hence we get p square psi of x, y, z. Okay, comparing the equation first and second, we get see in first equation we get psi of x, y, z is equal to psi of x, y, z. This one is the first equation, and the second equation is p square psi of x, y, z is equal to p square of psi x, y, z. Okay, the LHS are equal, so equating the RHS of the equation first and second, we get equating the equation first and second, we have the p square is equal to 1 or p is equal to plus 1 or minus 1. Thus for the p is equal to plus 1, the psi of xyz is equal to plus psi of minus x minus y minus z, and the system is said to be have even parity. See, the value having p is equal to plus 1, for p is equal to plus 1, the psi of x y z is equal to plus psi of minus x minus y minus z. Okay, and the system is said to be having even parity. For p is equal to plus 1, that is the for eigenvalue is plus 1, then the psi of xyz is equal to plus psi of minus x minus y minus z, and the system is said to be having even parity. And opposite to that, if p have a minus 1, the value having p is equal to minus 1, then here we have psi of xyz is equal to minus psi of minus x minus y minus z, and system is said to be having a odd parity. Okay, this one is regarding the parity or invariance of space inversion. Okay, see, the nuclear process involving a strong and electromagnetic interaction conserve the parity. See, the nuclear processes involving a strong and electromagnetic interactions conserves the parity, but the parity conservation law is violated in weak interactions. See, the nuclear processes involving strong and electromagnetic interaction conserves the parity, but the parity conservation law is violated in weak interactions. All the ordinary scalars, that is the temperature, charge, energy, have even parity, and all ordinary vectors, momentum, force, electric field have the odd parity. See, the ordinary scalars like temperature, charge, energy have the even parity, and the momentum, force, electric field have the odd parity. Okay, then the angular momentum and the magnetic field behaves as the vectors but have even parity, and hence they are known as the pseudo vectors. Okay, see, the diagram is given here. Angular momentum vector. Okay, the right-handed rotation remains as a right-handed after reflection, and hence the angular momentum has even parity. Okay, similarly the product of ordinary vectors with a pseudo vector have odd parity, and hence they are called the pseudo scalars. The nucleons, that is the protons and neutrons, electrons, and the lambda 0, sigma, omega, and x bar, x minus hyperons are assigned positive intrinsic parity. Okay, then the pions, kaons, and eta naught meson have the negative, that is the odd intrinsic parity. You have to note down all this. Okay, then you can understand it. The beta decay process is the parity violating process, that is the weak interaction is not invariant under the space reflection. In beta decay of cobalt 60 to form Ni60, okay, and others showed the experimentally the violation of parity conservation. Okay, here we completed the conservation's law. See, we learn the conservation of linear momentum, conservation of angular momentum, conservation of energy, conservation of charge, conservation of lepton number, conservation of baryon number, and the parity conservations. Okay, yes, we stop. Thank you.